Hello, CA warriors. Hello, CA foundation. Hope so you all are good and doing well at home. And also, I am hoping that you all are doing your studies very regularly and very seriously. Because, guys, December is too near and you have to be very serious from now. Because only just 60 days, 60 to 65 days are remaining, and you have to complete all of your syllabus. You have to practice, you have to do the revision, you have to do so many things. So, guys, hope so you are doing well with that. Yes, any of the doubt you are having regarding economics and you can remember Prachi ma'am and you can ask me any kind of doubt. Okay, so once again, Prachi Paliwal is here to teach you economics and GK for CA Foundation December 2021. Okay, before starting with my today's concept, I want to let you know that we are having our Telegram channel. If you join the Telegram channel, you will be able to know all of the latest update regarding the live lectures of all of the faculties. All the latest update regarding the live lecture, all of the faculty to come to know with the help of this Telegram channel. The link of the Telegram channel is given below in the description box, guys. I want you to follow this. And the most important thing, timetable for the month of October. All the three faculties. So, as you can see, all the three faculties will take their YouTube class, special class, and plus class. You can make a note for this, and you have to attend all of the class. As specifically, Prachi ma'am will be there to take the economics class at 11 a.m. on YouTube every day and at 1 p.m. on Wednesday at the special platform. For attending the special classes, you have to install the Unacademy's app that you will be able to attend the free guys. Special classes are free. Installing of Unacademy's app is to just you have to go to the Play Store. You have to install Unacademy's app and be able to attend the for unlocking the special classes for Prachi 10. CRCHR Prachi 1010. Apart from that, I'm every day there in the plus classes also at 9 in the morning. Okay, very good. As you all know, as we are installing the plus and iconic, sorry, as you are installing the applications, you will be able to subscribe the plus and iconic that will give you more benefits very well. Okay, as we go for the plus courses, plus subscription, we will be able to have the benefit of live class, weekly test, structured course, and unlimited classes. Apart from that, if you will go for iconic subscription, so with iconic subscription, having the benefit of plus also, and apart from that, you have more benefit. That is what guidance, analysis, what guidance, material, and study. Okay, so fastly, quickly, guys, go and install the Unacademy's learning app for plus iconic courses for having the maximum benefit. Apart from this, many more batches are streaming simultaneously on Academy's platform. That is for the biggest benefit my students are having, as they can their educators after having the subject, as they can study from any of the educators whoever they want, as after having the subject. Apart from that, the most important thing about all about your fees, guys. As if you are going for plus courses, as if you are going for plus courses, your fees for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and 24 months, different subscriptions they are having with different fee structure. So as if you can go with 3 months plan of 9,000 rupees, then 6 months, 10,800, 12 months, 40,400, 24 months, 19,800. And the happiest news is that you can enroll any of the by using the code Prachi10 that you will be eligible for having the subscription discount. So for having this discount, you have to use the code guys Prachi10. Code you have to use the referral code Prachi10. CRSCHR Prachi1010 so that you will be able to have the subscription discount. Apart from that, as if you go for iconic courses, so entering into the iconic courses, iconic subscription. So you are having 6-month plan, 12-month plan, and 24 months plan with the different structure. And here also you are eligible to have the subscription discount by using the referral code PACHI10. Okay, the fees is in front of you 22,500, 31, 200. You are eligible for having the discount by using the referral code. Is it clear for everyone? Yes. Okay. With this, as you all know, today we are going to see the concept of cost. Today we are going to study classification of cost. So topic for today is classification of cost. As you all know, we are having our unit 3. That is what theory of production. In that theory of production, the second part of the unit is what theory of cost. So today in this session, we are going to study what do you mean by cost and classification of cost. All of you are ready to study classification of cost with me? Having the classification of cost is a very important concept for the businessman. For having the clear understanding regarding the cost, businessman should know the concept of cost. Here, one by one, we are going to see the meaning. One by one, we are going to see concepts and classification of cost. Here, okay, guys, are you all ready with me? Okay. This is what all about your meaning of cost. What all about cost? Let's start with the meaning of cost. First, we are going to study the meaning of cost. Then only we are going to further proceed with classification of cost. Now you will ask me, ma'am, what is all about cost? What do you mean by cost? Cost is nothing but whatsoever the expenses which have been incurred for doing the production, all about your cost. This is the general meaning of cost. What did I say? Whatsoever the expenditure which you have incurred while doing the production, that is to be treated as your cost. As if you can see in the second paragraph, cost is the total expenditure incurred in producing a commodity. Whatsoever expenditure have been incurred while producing a commodity, that expenditure is treated to be as your cost. Clear to everyone? So, in general terms, cost is all about whatsoever the expenditure which have been incurred for producing a commodity, that expenses is yes. Is it clear? So, what does the meaning says? Cost analysis is concerned with the financial aspects of the production relation as against the physical aspect which were considered in production analysis. So, whatsoever financial aspects have been whatsoever used while doing the production, and all financial aspects to be considered what have been done while doing the production, that financial aspects are related to the cost. And another, what they are trying to say, in simple words, in general words, what they are trying to say, cost is the total expenditure which have been incurred while producing the goods. Okay, do you think just to say that expenditure whatsoever have been incurred while doing production is cost? There are so many types of cost. So many costs have been incurred, so many expenses have been incurred while doing the production. We should have a proper classification for that, right? We should have a proper differentiation. We should have a proper bifurcation, classification of that. This is why we are going to study the concept of cost in more detail so that we will be able to come to know what is all about cost. Specifically, the business will come to know what is all about the cost in the. We all know generally the expenses which we are incurring is cost, but which type of expenses, on what time you are having that expenses, are the expenses are long term or short term, what you have to know about the cost. It's not just like that you can say expenditure incurred while doing the production of the commodities cost. It is not the end here. There are many things to consider. Okay, as in general meaning, whatever the expenditure is incurred for producing commodities cost. But as we are studying economics, so in terms of economics, cost is the sum total of implicit and explicit cost. And what is all about implicit and explicit cost? I will let you know when we are going to the classification. Just here you have to study what cost in terms of economics. Sorry, cost in terms of economics is all about the sum total of explicit and implicit. When you are combining the explicit cost, that is all about cost which you are having. Is it clear? So, cost in economics includes actual expenditure. Actual expenditure means what? Your explicit cost. And the imputed value of the inputs supplied by the owners, that is very generally they are giving you the meaning right here. They were including their actual expenditure whatsoever the value of inputs have been provided by the owners. Yes, implicit cost. When you combine all of those costs, it is all about your cost. Clear? So total expenditure incurred while doing the production is cost in general terms, but in terms of economics, when you combine the explicit and implicit cost, that is what all about your cost in terms of economics. In detail, we are going to see what do you mean by explicit and implicit cost. You have to be there for that. As very important thing, types of cost or either classification of cost or either concepts of cost, anything you can say. Anything you can say, as it can be types of cost, you can say classification, you can say concepts of cost, you can say as we have been bifurcated the cost according to their features. We have classified the cost according to their heads, according to their features. We are having many heads, and in that heads, according to the feature of cost, we have been classified the cost. As you can see here, on the basis of ownership, on the basis of ownership of factors of production, we are having two types of explicit. Just now, I am showing you the chart table. Further, we are going to have an explanation of that. Okay, don't worry. Not like that, taking the names and I will end up with it. No, no, no. Further, we are also going to see the meaning of that. Just we are how many types of cost we are having. Here we are recollecting. On the basis of subject matter, we are having to accounting and economic. On the basis of nature of expenditure, we are having to outlay and opportunity. On the basis of relationship, we are having direct and indirect. On the basis of decision making, we are having incremental and sunk cost. On the basis of acquisition of product, we are having historical and replacement cost. And the last one is on the basis of burden of cost, we are having private cost and individual cost. On the basis of variability, we are having variable cost, fixed cost. Is it clear? Now one by one, as we have seen how many types of costs we are having, as we have seen bifurcation. Now one by one, we are going to each and every type. Ready with me? Ready everyone? Yes. Let's go, guys. Okay. So the first was on the basis of ownership, where we are having two costs that were explicit, and these two are not new for you. As when we were seeing the meaning of cost, and then we have seen these words, cost is an implicit. Okay? So explicit cost is the cost where you are incurring when you are paying to the outsiders whatever the expenses which have incurred actually, the expenses which have been incurred actually, the expenses which are going to pay to the outsiders or having the factor services and raw material is that it is known as your fixed cost. When an entrepreneur pays the expenses to outsiders for having the factor services or for having the raw material, all about your expense cost. Payment for raw material to be supplied, payment of rent, payment of wages, payment of interest on capital. That is what whosoever is providing you the factor services and you are paying them actually the amount of money that will be your explicit cost. Is it clear? The explicit cost which involves payment made by the entrepreneur to the providers of other factors of production, that is what land, labor, capital. So whosoever provide you labor, capital, and you have to pay them whatsoever the amount you pay them for that factor service, it is treated to be as your fixed cost. Very clear? Next one is implicit cost. Implicit cost which do not involve any cash payment the outsider. Very important thing which you have to remark that implicit cost is the cost which do not involve any type of cash payment the outside are called Basically, it is a self-owned cost. The self factors that have been provided to yourself. Owned factor, self-owned factor which you have been provided to yourself, where there is no cash payment. It is all about your income. For example, having the capital from your pocket, having your office in your owned building, having your office in your owned building. No need to pay the actual rent which you are paying in the explicit cost. Then your own family members are working as the laborers, as working as staff, are working as the employees. That is what all about the self-owned services. When you are having a self-owned factor services, where there is no need to do any of the cash payment to the outsiders, that will be your implicit cost. It is the monetary reward for all factors owned by entrepreneur himself. So whatsoever the factors have been owned by entrepreneur himself, for which he is getting the reward, that is what all about your implicit cost. And employed by him in its own business. Whatever the things which have been owned by owner himself, and he is getting the reward for that. That is what all about your implicit. Here, this was all about the cost on the basis of ownership and cost on the basis of ownership. We are having two types of cost. That is what explain. Is it clear? Next. Now on the basis of subject matter. Now on the basis of subject matter, we are having two. That is what accounting and economic cost. And those who understand the concept of explicit and implicit cost, no. So for them, it is very easy to understand the accounting cost and economic cost also. The accounting cost is all related to your expense. Whatever is your explicit cost, that is your accounting cost. Accounting cost only includes explicit cost, and therefore accounting cost is also known as explicit. Nothing different. Whatever the explicit cost you are having, no, that explicit cost itself to be treated as your accounting cost basically includes your expense. When we talk about economic cost, we have to remember economic cost is a combination of both implicit cost plus explicit cost. As we can say, economic cost is a wider concept as compared to the accounting cost. Economic cost includes both implicit plus explicit, as we have seen earlier also when we were seeing the meaning. As when I was telling you the meaning at that time also, I have told you that economic cost is all about the combination of both explicit and implicit. And now it must be clear for you all, as we have seen the meaning also and we have seen the formula also. The economic cost is the combination of both explicit. Implicit is the self-owned cost, and explicit is the payment which you have been doing to the outside. Explicit. So when you are considering both implicit plus explicit, that will be your economic cost. And when you are only considering the explicit cost, so that will be your account. Is it clear? Very good. Next, on the basis of nature. Next, what we are having on the basis of nature, and that we are having outlay cost and the opportunity. Ready, everyone, with me? Let me have a sip of water. Okay. Next is all about what? On the basis of nature. On the basis of nature, we are having two outlay opportunity. So, on the basis of nature, you can remember two O's. O, outlay, opportunity. Outlay, opportunity. Is it clear? Okay. So, when we talk about outlay cost involves the actual expenditure of funds, as we can say wages, material, rent, interest, etc. When you actually pay the real money, when you are actually paying the money for some of the expenses, that will be your outlay cost. For having the output, starting the production, whatever the cost which you have been incurred and you have paid that cost actually in terms of money, your outlay cost. The actual expenditure which have been incurred in terms of money and you have paid that, that will be your outlay. Here, then next. Next is what? Opportunity cost. What is all about opportunity? So, opportunity cost is the cost where you can say that it is the cost having as the best alternative, next best alternative having foregone. What is happening? I will tell you. As resources are limited, I will give you one example and it will be clear for you. As you all know, resources are limited. As if the resources are limited, you cannot go for each and everything. You have to make choices. That is what all economy is all about. Yes, you have to make the choices. You have to decide your priorities. That is what and this is happening because of what this is because of the resources are limited. The resources are limited, so you have to make choices. You have to make the priorities. So whatever you are sacrificing, whatever you are selecting one thing, that is what you are giving opportunity for one thing. It's all about the sacrificing for the another commodity. As if you all know you cannot go with all of the things. As if you have gone to the mall. I'm giving you the example. Gone to the mall. As if you have entered the mall and you all know you are having the limited amount of money. You are having the limited money. As if you cannot buy each and everything. So as you are having 10,000 rupees, then that 10,000 rupees you have done your shopping all about what 15,000 and only you are having the 10,000 rupees. The bill amount is of 15,000 rupees. So what you will do? You will choose the best alternative. Buy it, let it go the things which is not required right now. So the things which are not urgent for you right now, sacrifice that. You will select the commodities required by you right now, which is more urgent. What the you have been opted is all about the and the things in which you have been opted and you have sacrificed some of the things. Whatever the sacrifice you have done, it is all about the opportunity. And this is happening because the resources are limited. You are giving opportunity for some of the commodities you required right now, and you are sacrificing some of the commodities because you are having the limited resources. And this thing also happens in also as while doing the business, resources are limited. So you have to choose, you have to make priority list more urgent and you have to sacrifice some of the things. When you are doing the production, you cannot produce both the commodities equally simultaneously because the resources are limited. You will choose one commodity over the another. So one is having the opportunity and whatever the things have been sacrificed, that is what your cost. Things which have been foregone, the things which have been sacrificed for the part of your cost. So the opportunity is concerned with the cost of the next best alternative opportunity which have been foregone in order to pursue a certain action. Yes, for having the one commodity, you have foregone the production of another commodity. Whatever the sacrifice which you have done, whatever the things which you have been foregone, that is what all about your opportunity. As you cannot produce commodities simultaneously in a business because you are having the limited resources. So when you will opt for one commodity production and you will sacrifice the another commodity production, whatever things which you have been foregone, that foregone is your opportunity cost. It is also known as sacrificing cost also because you are sacrificing and it is relevant for making it. Actually, here no nothing. Actually, here not money amount is included. Not actual money amount is included here, but is creating relevance for making the decision. You have to choose the priorities because you are having the limit. Here, then on the basis of relationship, yes, direct cost and indirect cost, and this is also known as traceable cost and non-traceable. Direct cost is also known as traceable cost. Indirect cost is also known as non-traceable. Take a note there so that you will be able to remember the another name. Direct costs are the costs that are that are readily identified and are traceable to a particular product, service, operation, or plant. Yes, when you are able to identify the cost, how much cost is being incurred per unit per product, you are actually able to identify the exact cost. That is what all about the data. For example, it's so how many books are required, how many notes are distributed. That is not the part of the direct cost because directly I can have that as if I am having 100 students, so 100 books will be required. Cost for the 100 books will be incurred. Directly I can make an estimation as 100 students, 100 books. 100 books cost will be incurred. Per student, per student one book. Directly I can have per student is having one book. That is what I can able to trace the cost. That is what the direct. I can calculate here how much cost per student is incurring. Okay. In the terms of books. In the terms of books, per student is having one book. So I can able to trace that cost. Is it clear? Indirect costs. Direct costs are the costs that are not really identified nor visible, traceable to a specific goods, services, and operation. When you are not able to identify the cost for the specific goods and operation, that is what all about that. How much cost being directly incurred for that product, for that service, for that operation, and you are not able to trace that specifically, then it is all about your indirect cost or non-traceable. And when you are able to trace the cost for a particular product, service, and operation directly, direct cost. As if you are not able to do that, it is all about your indirect cost. Is it clear? Example, electricity. As all of the 100 students are sitting in my class under the same electricity, I will be not able to calculate how much the electricity by per student. So it is non-traceable cost. I am not able to calculate the electricity used by per student, and it is same per product also. Will be not able to calculate how much electricity is used for having the one product, for having the particular product. It is not possible. That is what all about the direct. Okay, next one. Very easy. On the basis of productive costs, historical cost and replacement. Okay. The costs which have been incurred in the past for the acquisition of assets, whatever the costs which have been incurred in the past for the acquisition of capital asset, for example, machinery, building, and all. That is what all about your historical costs have been incurred in the past for having the replacement cost. Replacement cost means what? When you want to replace the old machinery with the new machinery, whatever the cost is being incurred for that replacement, it's all about your replacement. You all know prices, prices changing continuously, prices having the fluctuations. As when you are having the old machinery, at that time the things will be different. And when you are having new machinery and you are replacing the old machinery with the new machinery, price may be, and so the cost will be different. So, for having the replacement, whatever the expenses you are incurring, that is what all about your thing. On the basis of burden of cost, the first one is what? Private cost. Private cost refers to the cost of production incurred and provided by an individual firm engaged in the production of the company. When you are incurring the cost from your pocket, and the private firm, private individual is incurring the cost for their business production of commodity, that would be treated as your price. Clear? So, whatever the costs which have been incurred for doing the production, the cost which have been incurred by the firm or by the individual for doing the production of a commodity, for doing their business, that would be treated as your price. Clear? Okay. Next is your social cost. Social cost is all about what? Social cost refers to the cost of producing a commodity to the society as a whole. So when you are producing a commodity for a society as a whole, that would be treated as your social cost. It takes into sorry, it takes into consideration all those costs which are borne by society directly or indirectly. So whatever the costs which have been borne by society, the commodity for the society as whole, that will be your social. The costs which have been incurred by the society for producing the commodity, that would be treated as your social. Is it clear? So social cost refers to a cost which have been used, which have been done, which have been incurred for producing the commodity for society as a whole. And the last which we are having is on the basis of variability. And on the basis of variability, we are having some four types of cost. That is what? Fixed cost, variable cost, semi-variable cost, and stair-step fashion. Okay. So first one is your fixed cost. And as the name suggests, fixed cost is the cost which will be always there and it will be not changing according to the production. So fixed cost is the cost which will be always there as there will be no production. There is production, it will be there always in a fixed amount. Fixed cost is the cost which do not vary with the level of production. So the cost which do not vary with the level of production, that will be as your fixed cost. So fixed cost is the cost which do not vary with the level of production and it will be always there. If the production is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, it will be fixed. It will be not increase, it will be not decrease, it will be constant. For example, now you will say me now, and we are not able to understand like this. Please give us as if this is your units of production which you are having. This is your fixed cost. 0, 1, 2, 3. You are increasing the production of your units, but your fixed cost is 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. This is what your fixed. Simply, just in brief, I want to tell you. If you ask me, ma'am, how will be the curve of fixed cost? So, like this curve of fixed. Curve of fixed cost is the horizontal straight line parallel to x-axis, and it is a horizontal straight line because fixed cost is constant. Is it clear to everyone? Very good. Then next one is what? Variable cost. Variable cost is the cost vary with the level of production. As level of production will vary, according to that, your variable cost will also change. The variable cost depends upon the output which you are having. So variable cost is the cost which vary the level of output. And as if there is no production, there will be no variable cost. But as if there is production, then there will be a variable cost. As you can see, I will give you the example here. As when there was no production, 0 units there, the variable cost was 0. But for increasing the level of production, it will increase 4, 6, 8, 12, 15, 20. As the variable cost is increasing, as your unit, as the output is increasing, your variable cost will increase. So you can see the comparison. Fixed cost is the cost which does not vary with the level of production, it is fixed. Variable cost is the cost which vary with the level of production and it is changing. The curve of your variable. Here, and it is from the origin and it is upward because the variable cost is increasing with the level of the output. Is it clear? So simply you have to remember here is what? Simply you have to remember here is fixed costs do not change with the level of production. It remains fixed. Variable cost is the cost which change with the level of production. Here. Then next is semi-variable cost. As the name suggests, semi-variable cost means what? It is a combination of both. It is a combination of both variable cost and fixed cost. It is a hybrid form. Semi-variable cost is a hybrid form where you are having combination of both fixed cost and variable cost. As some of the costs are that, as we cannot say totally it is the fixed cost, we cannot say totally it is a variable cost. So in middle, we are having semi-variable. We are having some type of cost. We can say that this is a fixed cost. We cannot totally say that it is a variable cost. So when you cannot define if it is a fixed cost or it is a variable cost and it is having the features of both fixed and variable, so it will be treated as your semi-variable cost. Here, there are some costs which are neither perfectly variable nor absolutely fixed. In relation to the changes in the size of output, they are known as semi-variable. Example, electricity. Yes, electricity is having the fixed feature also, and electricity is having the variable aspect also. Because as if you are not doing the production, electricity there, electricity there, then also as if you are not doing the production, then also you will be incur the cost of electricity. But when you will increase your production, cost will also increase. It is having the fixed element also, it is having the variable element also. That is why electricity is your semi-variable. Clear? And I have not given you the example of fixed and variable cost. I have also given the example of fixed and variable cost. The example for fixed cost is your rent, salary for permanent employees. This is your example of your fixed cost. And an example for variable cost, raw material cost, as raw material is required according to the production which you are having, and wages to the employees which you are having according to the work. Okay, so this is what all about your fixed cost, variable cost, and semi-variable. Is it clear? Is it clear? Now the last one, step fashion. Step fashion means what? Actually, initially, this cost is constant, but due to the change in the level of output, suddenly this cost rises up. Suddenly, it's at a high. That is why this is known as the step fashion. No, how we are having the curve of this cost like this. So as you can see here, it is going constant, but due to a change of sudden things, a change of output, suddenly this cost jumps up. And when the cost suddenly jumps up, the cost go too higher. That is what all about your step here. There are many some costs which may increases in a stair-step fashion. That is, they remain fixed over a certain range of output, but suddenly jump to a new higher level of which the output goes beyond a given. So when your output go beyond a limit and suddenly your cost jumps up, so that will be treated to as your step fashion cost. Clear to everyone? Okay, so this was all about the classification of cost, and hope so you all were able to understand it. This lecture, in this session, we have done with the concept of cost, and hope so you all guys understand the concept of cost. This session was basically regarding to the classification of cost, and I have only taken the meaning of cost. If you want to study the classification of cost graphs and the graphs of all of the cost function and other things, you have to go with the courses that you will be able to study each and everything in detail with numericals. Okay, so what we have done, just we will short recap. Classification of cost, meaning of cost we have seen. Then we have started with types of cost. Many types of cost we have seen, and in this we have seen meaning of all of the cost. With this, I will end up with the session. But before that, I want to tell you that guys, today itself you are having a mega combat. That is what you are having a mega combat. The foundation books scholarship. Yes, guys, you have to participate with the mega combat is provided by Academy. Enrollment is totally free and it is on 17th of October 12 p.m. and nothing to lose, much to gain. And I want you to participate in this quiz, the Mega Combat Quiz by An Academy for CA Foundation students. You can enroll by using the code PRACHI10. You can unlock the quiz session by using the code PRACHI10. Take a note that it is only applicable for Android app. Okay? So it will be a live test. You can check yourself where you are standing and getting to know that you have to prepare hard for your exams. Okay, so it is having a scholarship pool of 1 crore rupees, and plus, guys, go for this mega combat, participate in it. Okay, and it is on 17th of October, that is on Sunday at 10 p.m. I want you to participate. Enrollment is totally free. The code Prachi 10. And this you can have the price list. You can check the price list. You can check the scholarship price list. As it was 75%, 50%, and 25% in whatsoever rank you are having. According to that, you will be able to get the. Is it clear? Yes. And the important thing, which subscription is great, ma'am? So iconic subscription is great when you are able to have both CA Foundation that subscription, the highest pocket saver which you are having with you, because as very minimal fees we are having for both CA Foundation and intermediate. For 47,000 and 80,000, you are able to complete your whole of the IPCC and CA Foundation, and you can also have the subscription discount by using the code TRACHI10 for the very pocket saver, guys. The academy is totally thinking about your pocket, and this is what the pocket saver opportunity you are having. Go for it. And apart from this, till now, if you have not followed my profile on an academy's website, go guys, follow my profile on an academy's website for having the latest update regarding my lectures. The link of my profile is given below in the description box. Hope so, guys, you have liked my lecture today. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being so patient and listening the lecture. Want to give any of the suggestion or any of the topic on which I have to take the video, please drop your comment in the comment box, and don't leave the lecture before raising a thumb, before liking the lecture, as this will let me know that you like it. Okay, with this, Prachi ma'am will take a leave. Okay, guys, take care. Bye bye. See you in the next lecture. Bye, guys. Bye bye, everyone.